Okay, here we go. Jeremy Clarkson is going to explain why cycling is actually bad for the environment. Now, I know this isn't technically like an American reacting to European culture, or I guess it's European comedy, but the biggest thing is I think Jeremy Clarkson is hilarious, and I wanted to react to more videos from Top Gear, him roasting people, but the problem is that BBC does not want anyone to indulge in that content. Every video that I've done has either gotten taken down, I've had to put text all over just to get it approved. Not even like monetized, like I don't even care if the video is not monetized. Just the issue of like actually being able to get it out, they fight you on. So I thought, why don't we just do this one? I can just hear him rant and rave about why cycling is actually bad for the environment. Appreciate you guys stopping in for the video. You know the drill. Hit the like button and let's dive in. All right, Jeremy, explain it for me. Let's go.
Can't hear myself think over the sound of public transport. Stop selfing, you're driving a car, you blithering idiot.
Just imagine, like, you're walking down the street and Jeremy Clarkson is just, like, sitting there having coffee. I would totally fanboy out and stop and talk to him.
Stop selfing, you're driving a car, you blithering idiot. So, this is Holland Park in London, one of the most beautiful streets in London because of all the trees that line it. And these are trees that the Mayor of London wanted to pull down to make way for a cycle lane. Well, he can fuck off. I mean, the man's obviously deranged. You can't pull trees down so that people can cycle. I mean, I know that cycle lanes now are seen as the single most important thing in the world by all those lunatics with 5 hardened bananas on their head and a little GoPro, but they can fuck off, they're not. I was just coming just now into London on the A40, where they'd taken one of the lanes away to make a cycle lane, massive traffic jam resulting from it, and stuck in it is an ambulance. Someone is dying of a heart attack somewhere up in Acton.
Gosh.
Ambulance can't get there because they're building a cycle lane. We live in absurd times. Absurd. In Hyde Park, they took half the road away to make a cycle lane, even though there was already a cycle lane running parallel to it 30 feet away.
I was literally just going to say, I was like, I see people cycling and it looks like there's a little bit of a cycle lane, probably similar to what we actually have in America, which is just like, I don't even know. You get like 3 feet and then just a paint line straight down that's the cycle lane. So there is one there. I don't know. I'm kind of on Jeremy's side on this one. Don't rip the trees down.
So now there's a choice of cycle lane when you're in Hyde Park. Why? I mean, let's have a look. It's car, taxi, van, bicycle. Well, not really a bicycle, it's one of those fold-away ones. It's ridiculous. Car. And it's a lovely summer's day. You'd imagine people would be cycling. Nobody wants to. You're sweaty. You smell. Look at him. How much has he contributed to the economy today? Nothing. Nobody wants to sit next to him because of the smell from his armpits. And you can't go on those because you get a disease. If when you get to work...
Was he talking about the double-decker bus? Are they like really dirty?
And you can't go on those because you get a disease. If when you get to work and you cycled there and you need to make up for the calories that you've lost by cycling, and you have an avocado that's been flown from, I don't know, the other side of the world, you'd be better off environmentally going to work in a Humvee. And this information is not coming from my head. It's coming from the Guardian newspaper. That's where I found it. The Guardian will tell you that cycling means you have to eat to get the calories you need to ride a bicycle.
Okay.
Is anyone paying any attention to any of this? No, they're not.
How does he keep a straight face when he talks like this? Because obviously he's joking. I mean, maybe the Guardian did put that article out, but like, come on. Cycling is good for you. It's healthy. You're going to eat food regardless. I like how he brings up avocados though, because they're like from really far away. It's just, and he just does it with that blank stare. It's great. He's got a great comedy riff.
We must have cycle lanes. It's good for the environment. No, it isn't. It isn't. It's just ridiculous. We're living in stupid times where People always say, oh, it's really important we have cycle lanes. It's the latest thinking. Well, we've got to have a cycle lane. Well, we're going to have to drive one through the middle of the Tower of London. Yes, we must do that. Pull it down. Pull it down. We must have a cycle lane. That's where we want one. Fuck off. And you know how things are with green stuff. You must all buy diesels. Oh, you can't have diesels. You must have petrol. You can't have petrol. You've got to have hybrid. You can't have hybrid. You've got to have electric. They're going to do the same. So you've got to have bus lanes because buses are the most important thing. Well, no, we've got to have bus lanes. Buses are bad. We've got to have cycle lanes. And then they'll say one day, oh, we'll have cycle lanes because everyone's decided that bicycles are bad for the environment, which they are, by the way. And we've got to use space hoppers, and then we'll need space hopper lanes so everyone can bounce to work. Oh, and here's another thing. The cycle lane they were going to...
Oh, gosh, that is... It's kind of like the you will own nothing and be happy, that kind of like theme. Like one, for right now, bicycles are good, but then he's saying like bicycles aren't going to be around eventually. You'll eat bugs and you'll like bugs. It's good to eat bugs.
Build along here, okay? 4 and a bit miles, £42 million. That's what they were quoted.
Hold on, let me go back a little bit.
Oh, and here's another thing. The cycle lane they were going to build along here, okay? 4 and a bit miles, £42 million. That's what they were quoted. Then fuck off, don't see you can't charge 40. That's £10 million a month for just painting a little bicycle on the road.
That does seem pretty crazy. $42 million for a cycle lane. What? What the fuck? I mean, construction can get up there pretty pricey, but it seems a little excessive. I mean, you could build like the biggest mansion in the entire world for $42 million. Not in the entire world, but like just adding some concrete, removing some trees, and adding a lane, $42 million for 4 miles. That's pretty wild.
You can't charge £10 million a mile for that.
I'm sorry. I said dollars, pounds. It's even more than that much. I get the pounds and the dollars mixed up. I think it's like every pound is the exchange rate is like 1.12 or something like that.
And that's the good thing. The council has told them to fuck off even before the consultation period was over. They actually said, no, we're not having a cycle lane here. It's idiotic. And the mayor's arguing with them. People are going to be killed. Yes, they are. You're absolutely right, Mr. Mayor, if you get your cycle lane, because it'll be a huge amount of congestion and all the ambulances won't be able to get through. And do you know what their solution is to that? Only as I speak to you today, whenever it is, August the 2nd, some left-wing think tank that advises Corbyn has come up with a really good idea, which is to ban all private cars from London in 11 years' time. So why build a cycle lane then? Because if you're going to have no cars, why do you need a segregated cycle? Why spend
Is that true? They really want to do that? I mean, I believe it. In California, which is like a really progressive state, they want to get rid of, I think, all gas vehicles by like 2030. And there's a lot of countries are doing this. And like, I have nothing against electric vehicles. I think they're cool. They're really fast. They drive well. I've driven them before. But like, you got to make the transition like natural and like people actually want to buy it, not just put in a demand for, the temperature might go up by like 0.01 over the next 150 years.
£42 million of our money on something which you say you aren't going to need. They can all fuck off. All of them. I've sunburned the top of my head today, and that's global warming. No, wait. It's August. That's what it is. It's August. I'm well aware that a lot of people are going to disagree with what I've said, but let's not have a row, let's not shout and yell, let's not scream as we do on the roads, what you do on the roads. Let's not have a Jeremy Vine moment out there where he films some poor woman who he's inconvenienced and then she has to go to prison as a result. Let's have a debate. Comment below. If you agree with what I've said, comment below. Let's have an intelligent debate. Let's not just have that.
Oh gosh, I just love his personality. I'm sure there's like 1,000, 10,000 things that I would disagree with Jeremy Clarkson on, but it just seems like a cool dude. I would love to just hang out with him. He probably wouldn't hang out with me because I'm American, so appreciate you guys stopping in for this one. That was some good laughs. I had a good time. If you got offended at all during that, my channel is probably not for you. So, all right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.